Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Figures of Action Reviews, and I just want you guys to go with me as I go through this toy hunt at Replay Toys. I know I normally don't do toy hunt videos, but because I think you guys get to see what's all out there, you know, between everyone else, you know, doing toy hunt. So if I find something that's a deal, you know, a steal of a deal, I'll put it in a short, and then I'll make a short and show you guys, like, you know, snap pictures and create shorts like, hey guys, look what I found. This is like 70% off, 80% off, whatever deals I find. I tend to, you know what I'm saying, hook you up on that, try to let you know what's out there. But since this is a totally different store, you know, totally different from your Walmart or your Target, Ollie's and Ross, this is Replay Toys, where basically, you know, they buy, sell, and trade toys. And so they'll be running different sales. Like right now, they were running like a half off on orange sticker prices. So they had Mossman, but thing is that Mossman had been selling. So, you know, like 50% off of Mossman. I think like since he was 12, I think half off he was like $6, but I already had him because I bought him for Ollie's at $9.99, and I already had a He-Man. I was looking to get that Skeletor back, but then luckily I actually found a Skeletor in Ross. So Ross had a Skeletor Masters of the Universe that was $3.99. Now, I'm not a big collector of McFarlane toys because my thing with McFarlane I have with him is that, you know, he's inconsistent with his line, but I do think he make good looking figures. But I also don't collect the Spawn series. I held back from getting that Tigra because she's also in that West Coast Avengers multi-pack. So I'm thinking about getting that. Now, I did keep looking at this Rodimus because, man, that Rodimus figure is real nice. I'm like, wow. He's pricey. He was definitely pricey, but I mean, he looks good though. I'm still on the fence about Transformers. A lot of them, that Megatron looks good too. They just need to make a decent Megatron with that hand cannon. You know what I'm saying? That turns into a gun. Hasbro, just make a Megatron that turns into a gun with a decent hand cannon for a weapon. Grimlock. Recently I saw the Man Collects. If you guys watch him, the Man Collects had a video where Grimlock from the actual Transformers movie figure, he was on clearance in Walmart. And I'm trying to hunt that down. You know, the only thing I like about Transformers, I like Transformers the movie figures. I'm not too much digging the other, you know, figures unless it's the movie. Like Transformers 1 looks like it's going to be a good entertaining movie. However, the figures don't appeal. They're not appealing to me, so I'm not looking to collect those. I'm only looking to collect the Transformers the movie figures. Sorry about the hands in the camera. I wish I could have brought you guys like straight up audio, like you know, as I was going through the store, but I couldn't because they had it blaring so loud. So, you know, I'm having to do this voiceover. And here we got some classic toys that, you know, either they got from an estate sale or somebody came in and traded them in. So some of these toys I actually remember. You know, I actually had some of these from my childhood, like this Fast Lane slot car. I got one of these for Christmas one year, you know, when I was a little boy, and man, me and my cousins, man, we played with that for hours. Fun fact, you can also get beat with those things too, man, because like my mom took those apart one time when she couldn't find her belt, and like she like whacked us crazy with that. And guess what? We were still able to use it too. So back then they made things durable. You could hit your kids with it. Don't do that. I turned out to be a productive citizen. It was just called discipline and tough love. Now these trucks right here on the floor, they had one driven, and I was looking at these because my son was going crazy for these trucks. I mean, I like the size of them. You know, my son goes crazy for trains, trucks, and cars and motorcycles, man. And I can tell you, bro, he was all on. He was like, "Can I get one?" I was like, "Man, look, no." Little does he know, I already found him a driven. I got him a driven truck that I got from Target that was on 70% off. So he doesn't know that though. He'll get it for Christmas. Man, look at this blast from the past, right? Look at all these figures that come from the past. We've come a long way, right? We come a long way from the figures that we used to get. We got the Lord Zed helmet that was in Ross, actually, that not too long ago. Power Ranger figures that he had. You know, honestly, the only figure that I saw on the shelf, that Green Ranger, SPD Green Ranger, you know, I was thinking about getting it. I think he had it for like $12. The rest of them, they're not that appealing to me. I'm starting a Power Rangers collection. I'm getting into Power Rangers, and I'm trying to do it for the cheap. And honestly, Ross is coming in handy. Thundercats, Captain Cracker. I tell you, man, Thundercats was my show back when I was a kid. I love watching Thundercats. Now, I want you guys to look at this. Look at this Rattler for the 3.75 inch Joes. This Rattler is just it's the base model. You might as well say, man, this was it. So the new HasLab Rattler should not be $324.99, because unlike what that guy said, you know, he was like, oh well, look at this, you know, the designer, he put so much effort into it. No, he just looked at the retro Rattler and then he made it bigger. Got the Cobra boat, man. Now see, what if they made this? What if they were making stuff like this? You know what I'm saying? And we know they can, because Hasbro made the Fortnite motorboat. They tried to charge $80 for it, which, you know, that was a letdown and for them, because we ended up finding it in Ross, and I know I got 2 out of Ross. So, you know, but they can make stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that Rattler, all they did was increase the size of it. Everything you see on that Rattler is on the Rattler HasLab. They making it seem like they just made remade the wheel. Like, no, you just took what you already had and made it bigger. Like, stop hyping it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that $324.99 is absurd. I like that Scarlet, the new retro car Scarlet. Don't get me wrong, the Scarlet from the Snake Eyes Origins, that figure is not bad, but that retro car Scarlet they brought out, I gotta give Hasbro credit for that. She looks phenomenal. Just like that Duke. That Duke looks phenomenal too. And I'm gonna show it too, because I haven't taken, you know what? Honestly, I haven't opened mine out of the pack. So I want, you know, basically, you know, go through it, like, as in showing, like, you know, hey, this was the old Duke, this was the new Duke. TMNT, I'm not a big fan of those. NECA makes them look really well, the designs that they do, but I'm just not a collector of the figures. I like the movies, like the cartoons, except for the last cartoon movie. I didn't like that. It just didn't hit for me. It wasn't hitting for me. You know, I don't like that. Call me old and not liking change, but that kind of change, I didn't like that. That was crazy. All that what they put in that cartoon movie was stupid to me. I didn't like it. Got a couple of figures, wrestling figures. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that they may have taken a couple of trades for store credit on some of these figures, because I remember some of these A&W figures were at my Walmart and at my Target for like $3 on clearance. And so a lot of people, what people do is they'll find them on like super steep clearance. They'll bring them down to Replay Toys and trade them in for store credit. So now we're moving into the Storm collectibles. And the Storm collectible figures, they look good. They do look good. However, the thing about Storm collectibles with me is that, you know, they proclaim to be 6 inches, but they're not. They're taller than 6 inches. And some of them, you know, are, you know, even a little bit taller than 7 inches. But if you stand them up next to 6-inch figures, you start seeing that it's like, nah. We got some Marvel Legends. I really didn't see much that I wanted in here. I was really thinking about going to go grab that Skeletor that was from on the other side, because he was half off. He was like $6. But then I ended up actually finding a Skeletor in Ross, you know, a little bit later for $3.99. So it was all good. Man, I just want to thank you guys for, you know, watching this video. And, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you find this entertaining, man, thank y'all, man, for watching the video. You know, I normally don't bring y'all toy hunts, but since it was a different store, I just said, you know what, let me go ahead and put this up. I want to let these folks know, you know, what else I'm seeing out here on the pegs and on the shelves. Just figures of action reviews. And I'm signing out, man. Y'all have fun collecting. Peace out, man. Y'all be safe.